Strength and Honor, the 2015 Warrior Games, presented by Deloitte.
My name is Redmond Ramos. I was a Navy corpsman with the Marines for 5.5 years.
At first glance, it's hard not to like Redmond Ramos.
You said not to get you anything for your birthday. Don't worry, I didn't.
He's a shining example of everything right in a Navy corpsman. He's intelligent, strong, and has a zest for life.
I know it rings a bell for me. Where we slept was very similar. This especially, I know we had a lot of good friends putting their loved ones on the wall. I actually carried a magazine cutout picture of a pepperoni pizza because that was the love of my life at that point.
But when you look a little closer, there's much more to Red's story. Redmond Ramos grew up in California's Bay Area. Red, as he's known, is the third of 4 brothers. When he was in high school, his 2 older brothers joined the Navy, and 10 days after graduating, Red followed in their footsteps.
I'm pretty happy. I had some awesome brothers in front of me, so it was really fun to hear some positive stories about my brother, and that always comes with, hey, you better live up to your brother. We're gonna make sure you know it.
In fact, at some point in time, all 4 Ramos brothers have served as Navy corpsmen. It's a job the Ramos brothers are good at. In fact, Red was so good at his job, a long military career wasn't out of the question. But then in March of 2011, his career plans changed. While serving with the 3rd Battalion, 5th Marine Regiment in the Helmand province of Afghanistan, Red's left leg was badly injured by an improvised explosive device.
There was a Marine that got injured, and our squad was advancing towards them. We were just going to provide support and additional coverage for them. I ended up stepping on my own IED about 10 minutes into our trek over towards them.
This picture, taken just moments after the explosion, is a reminder for Red, letting him know just how lucky he is. And it carries a message for others, because in this picture, you can't see the damage the IED did to Red's leg. Instead, you see how happy he is to be alive.
All I could think was, thank God I'm alive. And that's really how my whole family is. I know I had numerous calls when I was in the hospital in Germany from family members, and I know not one single person had called and said, I'm sorry. Every single one of my family members, whether it's my mom, my dad, my aunts and uncles, every single one of them said, do you know how lucky you are?
2015 will mark the 3rd time Red has competed in the Warrior Games, and each year brings a new challenge and a new motivation for Red.
The first time I was, I believe, 6 months out of the hospital, I was still recovering. So it was a huge therapeutic and big event for me to finally get out there and kind of prove to myself that, hey, I can be physical again and I can be athletic again. When I went back last year, I was done with my recovery, and it was just a completely competitive event for me. This year, I am so incredibly excited to be in part of the team events. I know I'm always on the edge of my seat when I get to watch my teammates play wheelchair basketball. It's just unbelievably motivating to see.
Motivation is what Red's life has been all about since his injury 4 years ago. And it's not just because he lived to see another day. It's because of what he's seen since that day, in himself and in others.
I know when I got hurt, and everybody that I know that got hurt, it's almost every single person's first thought is, I want to be who I was before I got hurt. It's how long is it going to take me to get to where I was before I got hurt? It's please, for the love of God, let me be the man or woman I was before I got hurt. And it took me a while to realize that I don't want to be who I was before I got hurt. I want to be better. And I've already done that. I am better than I was. I know internally I'm better. I'm happier as a person, and I'm more just confident in the fact that I think I could confidently say I'm a good person.
Strength and Honor, the 2015 Warrior Games, presented by Deloitte.